Hi, my name is Malcolm Clemens Young. I'm the Dean of Grace Cathedral in San Francisco, California. This is my More Good News broadcast for the first week in May. I'm standing right now in the Interfaith AIDS Chapel of Grace Cathedral. And it's a reminder of all those who lost their lives, all those who lost loved ones to the last great pandemic of my lifetime, the HIV/AIDS pandemic in the 80s and the 1990s. During part of that time, I served in an urban church, a very small urban church, and we were losing tons and tons of brilliant, talented, beautiful young men, primarily in their 20s and 30s. I remember going out to visit an old monk in the suburbs who was dying of AIDS. I remember sitting in the chapel and keeping vigil overnight with the bodies of those that we lost. It was a traumatizing and terrible time. And when they started to develop the kinds of drugs that made it possible for us to mitigate the crisis, when so many fewer people were dying, I realized from my own life that we really stopped thinking about all that we had suffered, all that we'd been through. And we really tried to move on in a way that I don't know was very helpful. The reformer Martin Luther has this idea called, it's a Latin phrase called incurvatus se, and it means to be curved in on oneself, to be looking only into oneself. And for him, it was both the human tendency to just seek our own pleasure, and it's also our deep human tendency to not be able to see things from other people's perspectives, but to be satisfied with the way that we look at the world and to regard that as what is absolute truth. I hope that as we come out of this pandemic and we begin to look around, that we realize just how damaging and destructive it is to be curved in on ourselves, how much we depend on other people for our happiness, for the chance to serve. And so I hope that as you come out of your cave and your eyes are blinking from the light, that you find ways to care for other people, to look out for other people, not to take them for granted. And I also pray that during that time, you begin to see the sense in which we're all connected through God, through the ground of being, through the mystery of our existence, the mystery of this great existence that we've been given. Now, you can probably hear in the background, the men and boys choir are practicing. This is the first rehearsal they've had in 14 months. And you're just hearing little bits of it, but when all of them are singing together, it is absolutely spectacular. It'll take you back home again, home to the place where you know God so much more clearly. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in person soon.